haven't subscribed my channel yet, so go to the Niranjan Media that's shown into the display there. Just press the notification bell as well. So what happens if you press the notification bell, you'll get the videos as soon as I upload it into the YouTube. So let's discuss about the topic. So we are in the Indian Premier League's review and preview of the games. So what an entertaining games, keep going into the records being made. We're gonna discuss that, what the David Warner, how the Johnny Barrister tackle and they hit the massive records in the match number 10. So we're gonna preview and review those matches and what a spell from the Sam Curran yesterday. So all these videos in here, just what you need to do is just watch the video till the very end and you'll get those kind of notification information of this upgoing and ongoing the Vivo IPL 2019. So we have already reviewed the games in the first week, the match 1 and 2, match 1 to match 8. So let's preview and the review of the match number 9. The match was played between the Mumbai Indians and the Kings 11 Punjab on Kings 11 Punjab home soil. What makes good record for the Kings 11 Punjab? They haven't been beaten there from the last 4 or 5 matches, and that's a good news for them. They're gonna play all the home matches in the IAS Bindra Stadium, so that's a good news and that's a good boost for the Kings 11 Punjab in the whole IPL tournament for the success to the qualification as well. We are in the early stage to predict, but yes, if you continue to win, then you will be there into the top 4. And what happened into the top 4, that's a team really wanted to know. Let's review for the match number 9. Let's play between the Mumbai and the Punjab. Punjab won the toss, elected to the bowl first. Mumbai Indians came out to the bat. Good opening partnership between Rohit Sharma and Quinton de Kock, and then they found they have a solid foundation, 52 something like that for the opening partnership. Then after Rohit, that's a missed shots from the umpire again. That's quite happened in this Vivo IPL. What seems like umpiring error, and that caused the whole scenario and results in the match point. And that's happened into the match number 9, and then they struggle into the middle overs, and Hardik Pandya a little bit of cameo played, but that's not good enough for the good side for the Kings 11 Punjab. They have KL Rahul at the top of the order, Chris Gayle. Once Chris Gayle start firing, then you just have only the ball sail over the fielders there, and he hit the massive sixes against the spins, against the fast bowlers, and he get out, but before he out, he just damaged all the runs that he progressed into this match number 9. And KL Rahul and then Mayank Agrawal, let's play a little bit of cameo, but the main importance, Rahul take the ball in the initial stage, but later on he carried the team into the win, and that brings the second win for the Kings 11 Punjab. And things to remember for the Mumbai Indians is that how to win the next matches, what they went wrong into the game. So that's a bit of consideration for the Mumbai Indians. That's the scenario of the match number 9. KL Rahul was the total performer of the day. Chris Gayle hit the sixes, and that match, Chris Gayle now becomes the first player to score 300 sixes in the IPL. No one else had 200 sixes. That's how so the Chris Gayle have the muscle. Let's discuss the match 10. That is played between the Delhi Capitals and Kolkata Knight Riders. What a match that was. 61 for 5 after batting first for the Kolkata Knight Riders, struggling. Chris Lynn, Nitish Rana, Robin Uthapai, the player, had a good IPL. And then after, what happened is this captain Dinesh Karthik find a good rhythm, and then all eyes onto the Andre Russell, the muscle, the power he has, smashing all the sixes over the park. Who thought 61 for 5 goes for the 185? That's strength of Kolkata Knight Riders, having Andre Russell in the depth. And when you bowl to the Andre Russell in the slot overs, that he have a strike rate of 450 plus. Can you imagine that? He is such a big, finest player in the world when it comes to the power hitting and the big sixes hitting. That's changed the completely scenario, but that's not good enough for the Delhi Capitals. They play into the home games. Good bowling from the Nepalese young spinner Sandeep Lamichhane. What a tournament he's having all around. He played the BBL, he played the PSL, he played the Bangladesh Premier League, he played the IPL, and he's just creating his records all over the parks. He is such a good bowler before he's smashed by Andrew Russell, couple of sixes. But yes, he's gonna be a really good player for the Delhi Capitals in this season. And then the chase began from the Delhi Capitals. Prithvi Shaw played a 99 runs, and then that's a match in the super over. Yes, the match was tied, and Rabada, what a spell into the Delhi Capitals for the dead overs. He just defined the 10 runs. And that shows how quality the Delhi Capitals gonna be in this year Vivo IPL. And that's it. KKR lose the game. Delhi Capitals gain a point from there in the super over. It's good to see super over, exciting match. You don't know like who gonna team batted well, and a couple of wickets, then you're gonna be your inning end. So that's happened, bit of drama there into the Delhi. Let's talk about the match number 11. That plays Sunrisers Hyderabad up against struggling Royal Challengers of Bangalore. Yes, the Royal Challengers Bangalore have struggled in this Vivo IPL as that they struggling before as well in the past, as we seen that they're not having a good IPL in the beginning of the matches. And then what happened is that massive power we have seen. Johnny Bairstow, David Warner had smashed all the records for the Vivo IPL 2019. That's a second instance of the game. That's two players going for the 100. The first one is that AB de Villiers and Virat Kohli back in 2016. They did it, and now the David Warner. He hasn't played for the game for the 1 year, but what a comeback! When you're playing up to the drama happened, and you getting a sixes, fours and 100. That's so the class that David Warner is, and that's a bit headache now for the Australian selection as well. Now keeping things in mind, the World Cup is up next, so you have to choose the player before the IPL finish. So when there, David Warner's name there, Steve Smith near there, because Australia now finding the rhythm, the winning all the games. Now that's a bit of headache for the Australian selector. But the player to look out for is Johnny Bairstow. He just completely overset with the David Warner 114 and David Warner 100, RCB 113 from the 10 players. And that story tells how struggling and how poor side Royal Challengers Bangalore in this year Vivo IPL. The whole team made 113. The good performer of the day, Mohammad Nabi, picks up 4 wickets. He takes all the opening batsmen for the top order, and that springs all collapse of the Royal Challengers Bangalore. That's a history. The Sunrisers Hyderabad playing in the home soil, they completely outplayed for the Royal Challengers Bangalore and win by 118 runs. Yes, that's not good enough for the RCB to take there. That's a bit of a struggle point for the RCB. Very careful now. They lost 3 games out of 3 games. Have to be very careful, because if you lost a couple of more and then people suddenly start looking at RCB is not a good team anymore, they're not gonna win the IPL. So a couple of things to look out for the Royal Challengers Bangalore after this defeat. Let's talk about the match number 12. It's match number 12 actually is looking for the pitch rather than looking for how the cricket gonna play, because that pitch, let's play the first game of the Vivo IPL where the batsman is struggling to find the form and struggling to find the runs, and the same pitch before 6 or 7 hours before Dew came there, it's really hard for the batsmen to get rhythm. Shane Watson, Ambati Rayudu failed that, and Kedar Jadhav as well. So, and what a time for the Mahendra Singh Dhoni come out, playing in his home soil, and everybody cheering Thala Thala. And that's about the Chennai Super Kings history, with the Mahendra Singh Dhoni played a very good cameo, but in this game he played an anchor role, play a guide role till the very end. 75 run. That's a very important. That brings the Kings. That brings the Chennai Super Kings tally for the scores of 175. And then when the chase began, it looks like a perfectly good batting condition as well. Josh Butler, Ajinkya Rahane, that's her strength, and they failed to score runs. And then all freshers on the Ben Stokes. He played very well till the end, but when they come to the last over of Dwayne Bravo, they need 12 of 6, and when the wicket loss of the Ben Stokes, they completely lost the scenario and momentum, and that brings Chennai Super Kings 3 out of 3. Yes, they are on the right of the top of the table, 3 win in 3 match. they don't have to bit of worry about what's going on, because every player have just gained the momentum, giving some confidence, giving some run. That's a very good point for them. And Rajasthan Royal alongside with now Royal Challengers Bangalore is winless. 3 played, 3 lost. Very careful of the point. But the good thing is that the Rajasthan Royal will gonna be playing the next game with Royal Challengers Bangalore. So one team is gonna win from there. One team gonna lose. So it means it's the chances of 4 out of 4 loss as well. So that's only a time tell what's gonna happen in that match. Let's talk about the match number 13. That is one of the magnificent match I've ever seen in the history of the IPL. Kings 11 Punjab batting first, a struggling KL Rahul, but the Sam Curran, because they don't play with the Chris Gayle. Everybody expecting Chris Gayle gonna be there and he will hit the powerless innings, but no, there hasn't been Chris Gayle there. It was Sam Curran played the first game of this season, and what a game he plays, struggling, just making the runs all over the park. 20 runs, 10 ball, that's a cameo, but that's good enough because the same match, Delhi Capitals brought back again Sandeep Lamichhane. He bowled a beautiful spell of that over. He just get rid of the Sam Curran early, and then Mandeep Singh at the very end play a little bit of cameo. 10 run of last 2 ball. That brings Kings 11 runs for the tally of 166 for 9. So it looks like how the pitch play, that's run gonna be good enough to defend. But alongside, look at the opposition side. That's Rishabh Pant there, Shreyas Iyer, Shikhar Dhawan, the player like that. But the Delhi Capitals have a very, very strong batting lineup, all the youngster. But what happened when you're playing all the youngster, like someone have to take responsibility. Now that's a game phase. Delhi Capitals need 23 of 21 balls. As anyone can get there. It's just 3 wicket down. But what happened is Kings 11 Punjab have shown the class, never give up. That's the main thing in this video IPL that we saw from the Kings 11 Punjab. They never give up, and at the end what happened, they win by 15 runs. And what a bowling spell from the Sam Curran. He is a complete player, magnificent player for the England as well, and he did in this IPL, taking 4 wickets in 2.2 overs, including hat-trick. Yes, now he becomes the youngest player to get a hat-trick in the Indian Premier League, surpassing Rohit Sharma back in 2009. What a spell he had. Total performer. That gives Kings 11 Punjab in this 3rd win of this Vivo IPL. Things to look out for the Delhi Capitals, because they have a good players, but someone have to take responsibility. Someone have to show the class. Like we know Rishabh Pant can play a big shot. That's not all about the big shot. And look at the opposition team, look at the Sam Curran, and look at the Mohammad Sami spell as well. Everywhere Kings 11 Punjab surpassed Delhi Capitals. That's the things we have to look out for in this year Vivo IPL. So let's talk about now points table. What's going on? Oh my goodness, that's an interesting thing now. Every game when we played, like the team play, there's a little bit of changes. Now what changes here in the table? Chennai play 3, win 3. Stop. It's magnificent game they played. Kings 11 Punjab back in now 2nd, so they win 3 out of 4 games, so it means they have 6 points. Sunrisers Hyderabad 3 games, 4 points. KKR 3 game, 4 points. Delhi Capitals 4 game, win 2, loss 2, that's being 4 points. Mumbai Indians played 3, 1 win, and then 2 loss, that's 2 points. So good thing is that they have still a point. Rajasthan Royals and Royal Challengers Bangalore are the team that still not win the IPL games. So that's all about this IPL's points table. And after the game finish, the table will be crucial. It's been an early days, but yes, when you see the top 2 and when this team start winning, like table keep changing. But that's the thing, and what an smashing IPL that we have been hearing and we have seen. It just records has been created. A good bowling spell of Sam Curran, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Johnny Bairstow, and then David Warner, and the spell of Rashid Khan as well. He did well, but it's overshadowed by his performer Mohammad Nabi. But a couple of things for this look out for in contest, and that's what the IPL is being. IPL is get the youngster in, create some massive records. So what you have to do is just subscribe the channel, press the notification bell, and you'll get the videos as soon as I'll upload it into the Niranjan Media. Thank you so much. Keep watching, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.